Last year, JACLYN Hill launched a new brand called Cozy. She made a video introducing the brand to her subscribers back in October and said that she was so excited because she had put a lot of thought into this brand.
I am revealing my brand new brand, Cozy. Just saying it out loud feels so good. I know I say this about everything, but you guys, I've been working on this brand for so long.
The brand quickly got into some major drama after it came out that the name and whole brand was basically stolen from someone else. Influencer JACLYN Nicholson has about 200K on Instagram and 1 million subscribers on YouTube, and was the owner of a company called All Things Co's. She created hoodies, mugs, and also published a few books under Co's, being her entire business entity. Now, she is in Canada, so that is where her business is incorporated, and she admits that she was pretty naive to the whole business world and didn't really think to trademark the word Co's, and admits to that being her mistake. She says that life just kind of got in the way of that happening, and she did want to do it eventually, but she didn't get around to it. Now, in regards to this whole JACLYN situation, JACLYN actually made a video talking about how she was going to be ending her Co's brand, at least ending it under that name, and she wanted to explain why, because it did have to do with JACLYN. She didn't name JACLYN in the video, but it was very clear that she was talking about her. She says that last October, she started hearing rumors that a big creator was about to launch a brand called Co's. She said when she first heard about it in October, she had actually found the Instagram page that was going to be for JACLYN's Cozy brand and commented to be like, hey, can you please not use this name? The comments specifically read, hello, it may not have been known when creating this, but I'm sure it is now that I own a company called All Things Co's. I'm Canadian, but the vast majority of my demographic is US. I don't care if another creator sells comfort wear, creates a kindness-focused community, or even builds a whole content umbrella under their business like I have been working hard at for a few years now. Just could you please at least spell it differently? There are other companies with this name, but none of which are content creators with cozy merchandise, etc. There's enough pie for everyone, and I certainly didn't invent the cozy aesthetic, but it would really suck / be morally, especially now that it is known, if this actually is the brand launch of a substantially large creator under the same name, as it would squash my brand out on SEO, social media, etc. and drive traffic away from the business I dreamt up and have worked on for many years. She says she didn't get any response back from the influencer, but instead realized this brand was for sure launching, and it was launching with this same name. Now, I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but the font of her Co's brand is literally the same as JACLYN's. I mean, it's super similar, which is a huge reason why people were so upset with JACLYN when all of this was happening last October.
The brand recognition itself, when you saw the word Co's, would no longer be JACLYN. It would not like Co's JACLYN. It would become Co's this creator or Co's this brand, and you would forget kind of about this brand. Not to mention, if someone's walking around with a sweater like this, or I'm walking around with a sweater like this, someone might think I'm repping that brand, you know?
When the drama started with people accusing JACLYN of stealing the name and brand, a video was posted to Cozy's Instagram account showing the logo with TM next to it to say that it was trademarked, which JACLYN reveals in her video that it actually wasn't trademarked at the time, but they still went ahead and posted that, and she felt like it was kinda a response from JACLYN, since after she commented to plead to not have the name be Cozy, she literally never got a response and felt like this was kind of it.
I didn't get any response back from said creator. And then I want to say a week or two later, it was confirmed that this creator was launching this business. I knew at that point they had seen my comment. What really kind of put a bad taste in my mouth was, instead of this creator responding, their team, or they did, just posted a reel with the word Co's, or they call it Cozy, with a TM beside it. The reason why that put a bad taste in my mouth is because, one, the energy was weird. It was weird because it just kind of gave a like, yeah, I saw your comment, here's my response, trademarked. I was working with lawyers who looked it up and they hadn't trademarked it. In fact, the first post for this brand was in July. So usually when you file a trademark, it takes a week or two to show up in the database. It had been months. There was no trademark filed under this person or their LLC, which is kind of like their incorporation. And so maybe they saw my post or my comment and then decided to file. And you can put trademark TM beside something you even just have intentions of trademarking without it even being trademarked. But it gave the impression that they had a trademark they didn't have.
And I've gone and looked, and I don't think the brand is still trademarked, so that's really interesting. But she says that they're not selling the same kinds of things, but their brands are quite similar. I mean, the logo looks pretty similar, and when you say, oh, that YouTuber with the brand called KOZE, there's two now, so it's confusing, and it definitely was the reason why she ended up feeling like she needed to change the name of her brand, with JACLYN swooping in with all her followers about to take over the KOZE name. Even though they were saying it differently, she felt it was just best. And people were on Caitlin's side. They were coming for JACLYN as soon as she announced this and put out a video saying that she was going to be selling robes and pajamas and blankets. People were like, no, JACLYN, we're not having this. You stole this name and you know it. And this is just wrong. I don't know why you can't change the name. People were so upset at her. People commented things like, she ripped off the name spelling idea from another creator and she's gonna rip y'all off with the price points guaranteed. I guess it's not ripping off if you're all still throwing your money at her. Hairy lipsticks and stolen brands, about right. Similar font and same name, sad you couldn't do your research or just didn't care about other people's business or even have the courtesy to respond to her. Way to be original. Guess this is how you stay relevant. This is way too similar to another brand, sorry. If Kim Kardashian can change kimono and move forward, you can change this. JACLYN, you and your team need to be ashamed of yourselves for this. Straight up stole the entire brand and aesthetic of the woman in Canada, despite her reaching out in this very thread to kindly ask you to reconsider. You've fallen so deep into the trap that money can buy that you make excuses in your head rather than stand for empathy, morals, and ethical behavior. It's sad. After this, JACLYN completely abandoned the brand. They had launched in October, and by November 4th, they were done posting on Instagram. It was actually wild. Everyone was like, so you're not gonna say anything? You're just gonna go ghost? It was strange. But now, months later, Cozy is back. And it is so confusing because it's so out of the blue. And they just started posting, hey, we're gonna come out with some new products. Like, y'all don't want to address why you were gone for a couple of months? Like, this is so strange. And I don't know if they thought that taking a long break like this was going to get the comments to forget all about the fact that there was another brand with this same name, but they surely didn't, because all of the comments are like, this is weird. You guys are not going to address the drama for real. You guys literally left after the drama and now you're back and you're saying nothing. I think a lot of people were thinking that either the brand was ending or they were going through a whole rebrand because of all of the drama. But none of that is occurring because it is still Cozy. People commented on these posts that they had and said, brand stealer, boo. Guess nothing will be addressed. Back with zero dignity. Like, months later and nothing being said for the absence is wild. And the fact that this all even happened in the first place is wild. The fact that JACLYN claimed to have worked so hard on this name also just makes me laugh.
My new brand is called Cozy. You have no idea how hard it was to name this brand. We probably went through 50 names. Everything was taken. Everything was trademarked. Oh my gosh. We even came up with words, like created words that isn't even a real word, and they were still taken and still trademarked. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, everything's been thought of. It was not easy. And for this brand, I really didn't want to name it something that had my name. I didn't want to make it like Comfort by JACLYN. JACLYN loves Cozy. Like, what? I wanted it to be different from JACLYN Roxanne and JACLYN Cosmetics, and I wanted to prove that I don't have to use my name in order to create good product and hopefully sell incredible luxury product. This is kind of me taking a chance not using my name, which is a big deal for me because I'm just being honest, like, when I use my name, it's gonna go further.
She claimed like she was in the system like looking up every single name possible and that it was so hard because everything was trademarked and taken, and I'm just like, well, you clearly didn't really research hard enough because this woman came to you directly and was like, hey, that's my name. Like, you didn't have to search it up because she was telling you that was the name of her brand. And it's not like this woman has no following whatsoever. She has like a small little blog and a small shop with like 100 followers. No, she's literally on YouTube with a million subscribers, 200K followers on Instagram. She's verified, so I know you saw her post because verified notifications push through to the top. So JACLYN saying that she looked up and down and sideways for a unique name, clearly you did not do one Google search. Now, I certainly want to know what you guys think about the fact that JACLYN really launched this brand and then just abandoned it when this drama came out, and the fact that it is a silent back to business currently happening right now. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.